Good evening and welcome back. I'm Teddy and you are listening to Night Talk. It's going to be a short one. Shout out to the mob on my other bears. I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. I'm just going to cover a few more, short sections of this story I've been telling for the past few nights. It's called The Secret Fortune. So join me, grab a glass of wine, and let's get started. Part 24. A meeting in the shadows. Elise reluctantly agreed to meet the mysterious caller. Wait a minute, I need to back up. Hang on, hang on. I just skipped a part. Hang on. Hey, I see Gia. Might as well wait. Latoya, I see you too. A little bit more on this story, bedtime story, The Secret Fortune. So let me start again at the correct spot. It's part 23. Oh, can't miss that one. It's called The Hidden Link, parts 23 tonight. Elise paced the dimly lit room, her mind racing. She had outwitted her pursuers so far, but the clues left behind by her grandfather were leading her deeper into a tangled web of secrets. She picked up the age journal again, running her fingers over the faded ink. Suddenly, the phone rang. It was an unknown number. Hesitantly, she answered. Elise? The voice on the other end was hushed, urgent. It's me, your brother. Elise's breath caught in her throat. Brother? I don't have a brother. You do, and we need to talk now. Before she could respond, the line went dead. Her pulse pounded. Could this be a trap, or was it another piece of the puzzle falling into place? Part 24. A meeting in the shadows. Elise reluctantly agreed to meet the mysterious caller at an old train station on the outskirts of town. Dressed in dark clothing, she kept her senses sharp as she walked toward the dimly lit platform. A man stepped out from the shadows. He was tall, with the same piercing blue eyes Elise saw every time she looked in the mirror. I'm Adam, he said. We shared the same father. He never told you about me, did he? Elise shook her head, still trying to process this revelation. I've been tracking the people after you, Adam continued. They want more than just money. There's something else in grandfather's fortune that they're willing to kill for. Elise's stomach turned. What is it? Adam hesitated. A document, a confession that could destroy some very powerful people. Part 25. The search intensifies. Back at her apartment, Elise and Adam spread out the journal pages and an old map on the table. Adam pointed to a spot marked with an X. This is where we need to go. A cabin in the mountains. Elise frowned. I know that place. My grandfather used to take me there as a child. That's because he was hiding something there, Adam said, and we need to find it before they do. A sudden crash outside made them both jump. Elise peeked through the blinds. Two black SUVs idled by the curb. Men in black suits stepped out, scanning the building. They found us, she whispered. Adam grabbed the journal and shoved it into his coat. We need to go now. Part 26. A race against time. Elise and Adam slipped out of the fire escape, blending into the shadows as they hurried down the alley. They could hear the men inside searching, turning her apartment upside down. We need to split up, Adam said. They won't expect us to take different routes. Meet me at the old gas station off Route 12 in an hour. Elise hesitated. Be careful. Adam gave a slight smile. You too, sis. She took off in one direction while he darted in the other way. The night air was crisp, but the heat of the chase burned through her veins. The truth about her family, the fortune, and the dangerous forces at play was finally unraveling. But would she survive long enough to uncover it all? To be continued. I said it was going to be brief. It is 10:55. Welcome back. I see Baby Juju, Vicky Black. I know it's late. And today it appears that they finished the floors, but they need to, cure, like dry. So I may or may not be broadcasting from my home location tomorrow. I don't know. Right now I'm out, but getting ready to wrap things up. I'll read a few of your comments if you have any. Please email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Any questions, concerns, suggestions? Yes, unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Well, it's late and it's just about 11 o'clock. Thank you, all of you, for joining me and being patient over, I would say, the last week plus. Yeah. We'll get back on track. Thank you. Vicky Black says, stay safe. Yeah. I don't have that far to travel, but even when you're not that far away, things can happen. By the way, did you see another plane? It was a small plane with 10 passengers, an Alaska plane that disappeared with 10 people aboard, has been found with no survivors. And President Trump, wow, he has been busy and people are being fired. It's just so much going on. I mentioned this last night, but every time I look at the news or read the paper or read an article, there's more and more and more, especially with the multiple USAID officials who are expressing relief after a judge temporarily blocked Trump's plan to put workers on leave. Remember, I talked about that last night. And then, of course, Elon Musk. I just hope that people do the right thing, no matter which party they are a part of. Okay, let me get back here just to see. I'm just going to look real quick. and see if there's anything else in the 2 minutes leading up to 11 o'clock. Oh, Trump says he's revoking Biden's security clearance. Now, let's see. Trump says he's revoking Biden's access to classified information. He said this on Friday. He was removing former President Joe Biden's access to classified information by revoking his security clearance and stopping his daily intelligence briefings. What? This is a quote. There is no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information, Trump said. Now I'm scanning down this. This was a post on his Truth Social platform. It went on to say, therefore, we are immediately revoking Joe Biden security clearances and stopping his daily intelligence briefing. What is the effect of that? Says the practical effect of Trump's claim to revoke Biden's security clearance is an open question. Former presidents typically do not have security clearances. As president, they have access to all information. Upon leaving office, let's see, they do not. But Trump's decision to restrict Biden's access to intelligence briefings comes exactly 4 years after Biden made the same move against Trump, citing his erratic behavior before and after January the 6th, 2021, the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Much is going on. Yes, I was just about to say goodnight as it is 11:01. Vicky said, I know, wow. This sounds very fishy. Something ain't right. Are you talking about the plane crash? Let's see. Let me go back. Just reading some of the headlines. Uh-oh. I clicked on it and then it... Now, let me see if this was published today. CNN published saying Alaska plane that disappeared with 10 people. Now, let's see when this plane disappeared. Is this something recent? It says the regional airlines flight that disappeared in Alaska on Thursday has been found, and all 10 people who were aboard are dead. So then, yes, another plane. Another plane. This was a small commuter aircraft that was found today, Friday, about 34 miles southeast of Nome. This is according to the USCG. 2 rescue swimmers identified 3 who were still inside the plane and 7 others who are believed to be inside the wreckage. It was a Cessna aircraft operated by Bering Air. 9 passengers were aboard and a pilot disappeared Thursday afternoon while heading from, it says Unilat Leet or Let to Nome, cities in western Alaska. It says that the aircraft experienced some kind of event which caused them to experience a rapid loss in acceleration and a rapid loss in speed. This aircraft, it broke into pieces and it hit snowy terrain, and the search for the aircraft had been complicated by the fact that the missing plane had not communicated its position through the emergency transmitter. But searchers had scoured the snowy ground in an area and sea ice offshore, and because of poor weather conditions, also that hindered the search on Thursday. But they have found this plane and all aboard. Wow. Something does seem strange. I didn't even put up my banner. I just came right on and said hello. It started going. Let's go back to these comments. Joanne has joined the chat. He needs to be on Dexter's. Uh-oh. I know who you are talking about. Yes. Not yes to that, but just wow. Good evening, Bush babies. And now it's time to say good night. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies. Please hit the like and the honey bears. Please hit the like on your way out and keep your bear phones on. All right. Hope you all have a good night. What is this, baby Juju? Was the unaliving from a crash, hypothermia, or anything else? Oh, I know what you're saying. Okay. It rapidly descended. So it crashed and broke into pieces, parts. Part of the aircraft, though it was a Cessna, three were found remains on board, and the others in the wreckage. Let's see. In other words, maybe they don't know just yet. That's a good question, because what if it crashed and there were survivors, but because of the time that passed? I don't know. Let's see, I'm trying to read down. But all 10 souls were lost, so prayers to the families. At a news conference on Friday, before officials said a plane was found, McIntyre Coble said there was some sort of item of interest identified by an aircraft involved in the search efforts. Visibly was better for searchers on Friday morning. The sky was clear around 10 a.m. Temps were around 5 degrees. Let's see. Now you might hear a little noise in the background. Please keep families in your thoughts at this time. The fire department said the tragedy comes as U.S. air safety is under scrutiny as investigators probe 2 deadly incidents from last week. January 29 midair collision and the passenger jet near Washington, D.C., which is that one, the medevac jet in Philadelphia, Now this, and don't forget, there was a plane that caught on fire in Houston in between this one. But as it was just getting ready to take off, passengers screamed. They saw the fire and they aborted the flight. People were deplaned onto the tarmac. I don't know if you had heard about that one. So, yeah, it's so sad. All right, that's it. It's 11:08. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.